Please make sure to get the book on Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. So let's get this video to 30 likes if we can, right? The videos the two videos that give me the most views, most likes, the most comments and stuff, you know, the most activity, I'll end up posting those videos first, right? So to make it more random, there you go. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address and wedding prices are in the description box below as usual, okay? Let's see if I can shuffle it up while we're doing. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so let's get into it. So you have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Cups, okay? The Five of Cups, okay? So somebody's all upset that you're not hanging out with them anymore, that a relationship is done. The Two of Wands, the Three of Cups. They'll keep an eye out for it though. Ten of Pentacles, King of Swords, Empress, Temperance, High Priestess, okay, Wheel of Fortune, okay, Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, last but not least, Queen of Cups. Very interesting. So, yeah, so as I said before, Page of Swords, someone is really upset that, you know, someone's really upset, and the Ten of Cups, that you're not around anymore. You're not with them. They wish that they could be with you. But even if they were with you, are they going to actually love you in a sense of respect and admiration, and understand that you're a person that's capable of making your own choices, right? Probably not. The Five of Cups represents how they wish that they wouldn't have done or said some of the things that they did. But do they really feel that do they really understand that based upon what it is that they know now, in a genuine form of guilt and needing to understand the differences between functional and dysfunctional, or do they have that type of perception based upon it not working for them? So the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups now represents how they're still paying attention to the situation. They're still going to be mindful, right, just to see if you ever want to come back. They're all for it. They would want you to come back. The three of Cups, this is a situation where they may even be sorry for cheating. They may even be sorry for having someone else on the side. If they didn't necessarily have someone on the side, then it can also represent that they are trying to give up on some of their old ways, okay? They're trying to give up on some of the things. It could also represent how they are giving up on trying to get attention, or trying to handle certain breakups the way that they used to, which is to surround themselves with friends, and then the friends and them do whatever, right? Party, smoke, drink, stuff like this. They're trying to become a lot more clean, where if you're paying attention, Two of Wands, Three of Cups, the person's completely, you know, turned the opposite way to the people on the Three of Cups, meaning that they're not paying attention to at all what the people on the Three of Cups have got going on, because they don't necessarily care. Now the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords, okay, Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords, let's get into it, is about you, Aries. The Ten of Pentacles represents what the type of relationship you want is something that's a lot more grounded and rooted, okay? It can even be an earth sign. If it is not an earth sign, then it can represent the situation that you want. You don't necessarily care what element you may end up hanging out with, or being in a relationship with, but it does represent you want something as if you were with an earth sign, something that's much more rooted and has a foundation in some form of idea, right? Wanting the relationship to center around an idea, some form of level of understanding, right? The King of Swords, be paying more attention to things around them. Sometimes Aries can end up missing out on things that are right in front of their face. Aries, I have an Aries moon, so it can represent how a lot of the Aries people, okay, sometimes don't take the time to see the bigger picture. And the Aries are trying to train themselves to be able to see the bigger picture more often than not now. And the Empress represents, and because of it, because of the training, because of the need to see things on a bigger level, the Aries are starting to see what relationships are and what they are not, what functional relationships are and what they are not. And a lot of the Aries are starting to see that there is a difference between a functional relationship that works and and between a relationship that is not functional. The Temperance represents that difference. The Temperance represents that one relationship, if you're paying attention to it, one relationship is a flowing relationship where the two of them are like two cups that is pouring back and forth into each other, give and take type of relationship, right? The wings represent freedom, okay? The halo represents enlightenment. Being with this person should be a learning experience, right? And the white represents purity. I mean, I could go into the symbolism and stuff like this. The white represents purity, purity representing the purity of heart. A lot of the times when you interact with people, they have ulterior motives. It's not going to work in love. This is why it is that so many people's relationships is so messed up. Because when you try to tell them a million times, you need to let go of your ego. They don't like listen. I don't know. They like playing dumb. I don't know what it is that you talking about. You gonna get hurt doing this. Because love is dangerous if you go into it with your ego. It can get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that the High Priestess, because people are not toys. The High Priestess represents, so now you Aries have kind of went covert in the sense of like it, you know, it's more about like the esoteric sense of it, right? Of you're beginning to understand more about what love is, and it's beginning to open your eyes on a lot more different things, right? That you wouldn't think have anything to do with it. And the High Priestess represents inner insight, right? Insight, right? Being a lot more perceptive, right? Things is easy to kind of lose touch with the inner world when your body is adorned with all these things, right? Empress. But the High Priestess represents insight. You understand? It represents like studying, secrecy, right? Things being covert. So it represents how a lot of you Aries are really thinking of things on a more grand level when you have your mouth shut. Because Aries people are quiet a lot of the times. Quiet, you know, contrary to popular belief. You know, I know many Aries. I've been getting a lot of Aries people lately. I know many Aries people. I mean, I get along with them. You know, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's in the context of love that's very difficult for me. But the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune now is about this stuff needed to happen to you, Aries. This is what it is that you wanted. This is what, and this is a secret for the fire signs, wink, wink, hint, hint. This is what fire represents on a more spiritual, esoteric level. That's what fire represents. Fire represents enlightenment. Fire represents being irritated, agitated, because being an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you're a fire sign because your ego is too injected into this world. It means too much. Yeah.
I could talk to you now?
Just talk to me without the door open. So what's up? Okay. Hold on. Let me just finish this because my mom wants to talk to me. But hold on. All right. Okay, hold on. So yeah, let me finish this because people want to talk to me. But so yes, so that's the thing with fire signs. So with fire signs is that it's about you getting it's because your ego is too injected. Your ego means too much to you, and that you're a fire sign because you need to get angry. Because the irritation, which is what builds fires, right? Agitation and irritation, two things rubbing against each other, creates friction, and friction creates what? Heat, fire. So the fire is supposed to represent infernal or infernal, irritation. You look up the definition to inferno or infernal, it represents irritation. What is irritation? Irritation is anger. Why are you getting upset? Because the anger is to get you out of your delusion of your ego, of satisfaction and things being okay and you being the boss, to wake up and realize that if you don't learn to get over your ego, you're going to be in grave danger due to the fact that your comfort, your excessive need for comfort is dangerous. That's the reason why fire signs need to get angry often, and they're irritated often, and they need to be upset often, and they need to figure out it out. The irritation represents the anger that it's going to take for you to start asking questions so you can wake up from the delusion that you're stuck in. Because remember, fire signs and earth signs are the most invested. Actually, it's fire signs and water signs that are the most invested. Even earth is not invested. It's invested on a physical level because it understands the importance of why it needs to be there. But earth already deals with a lot of pain because it represents the element of endurance, to endure pain. But with the fire signs like a lot of chilling, a lot of relaxing, a lot of kicking back, a lot of putting their feet up. And then the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles represents things being uncomfortable for you. Things need to be uncomfortable for you. That's what the Wheel of Fortune represents. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This being a situation for you where now you need to understand that you're going to have some people whom you're either going to run into, right, that will either satisfy, you're good. How can I say this? You're going to run into some people who can entertain what it is that you've got going on, right, feelings wise as well as physically wise. But you need to seek counsel from those types of individuals. If those people are really wise, if those people really have something going on, it could even be a friend, then you need to ask this person, especially if they're wiser than you, then you need to ask this person what's going on with them and gain some form of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Ghosts, Strength card, the Judgment. This is the Halloween Tarot. To clarify it, so terminologies is a little bit different. Eight of Cups, you need to understand that these people can only take you so far if they can give you any kind of wisdom at all, knowledge and wisdom about it. Okay, the Strength represents here that, again, it's about the checking of your own ego. Look at how the person is sticking their hand into the lion's mouth. The lion representing the ego. And the judgment represents how you need to be able to learn to manage the ego now. A lot of people at times ask me why it is that I talk about the ego so much. Because the ego is the thing that's evil. Causes everybody to do a lot of dumb things. It causes people to say one thing and do another. You want relationship, but you won't throw away your ego. But then you want a relationship. You want to be in love. But love, by definition, means you cannot bring the ego with you. So you're trying to bring the ego in the same place in which you cannot if you want to have something. You see how much of an oxymoron that is? Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles now. Let's see what the Queen of Pentacles has got. The Knight of Imps, Justice, Knight of Ghosts. So you're going to have this person that represents the Queen of Pentacles rushing in, telling you what it is that you need to hear. And so what I'm understanding is you'll have some people who will have a better understanding than others who you may know, could even be friends. Some people are going to try to both of these, slow down. You're going to have a lot of people around you who you're going to need. A lot of those people are going to be friends. Okay? Those people that represent your friends who know what it is that they talk about, they're going to tell you everything that you need to hear and not what you want to hear. One of them is going to let you know that your ego was too big, the strategy that you implemented, the way that you think is way off, and that you're backwards and you need to start doing things better and functionally that has you moving forward in a healthy way. And one of these people are going to also give you some more knowledge on what you can do in the future and how you can make sure that your relationships go more smoothly and they're more functional. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.